And a big fireball. More fire. More fire.
Yes, motherfuckers, and Only Fools and Horses fans. This is the one and only Sam Spanner, and I'm with my legendary cousin.
Adam Shagam, how are you?
Not too bad, mate. Still buzzing. Oh, shit, mate. I forgot to say, we are the United Forever podcasts, and today's Bantercast is episode 53, and it's called Maurine Got Caned. So,
Yes.
fucking misery got fucking spanked, mate, with loads of hot spunk. So,
Definitely.
brilliant stuff.
Yes.
So, just
100%.
tell me, how good does it feel? Not to get covered in spunk, but
Yeah.
how are you feeling today?
Yeah, mate. It's a good feeling. Obviously, when we played them at Old Trafford, we got a proper kicking, and we returned the favour. There's quite a few bits and pieces, talking points and highlights throughout the game, especially with
Defo, mate.
VAR wanker refs and Chris Kavanagh, the referee himself, who might as well have been wearing a Spurs shirt because he's a prick. I can't stand him.
Yeah, he's a fucking knobhead.
Chris Kavanagh, I cannot stand. I don't know what it.
Kavanagh QC.
Yeah, I don't know what it is about him, but I can't stand the bloke. He's a prick.
Yeah, mate. Well, a little preview for tonight. So we've got obviously the traditional shout outs to the listeners. We've got a little bit of, the banter for tonight is fashion puns, or related to that, for the Spurs past and present players, and a few footy sort of, reactions and stuff. And before we get stuck in, mate, in the last episode, we were sort of talking about Grandad going on about Roger the Dodger, and we couldn't remember. So I spoke to him on Sunday, and I go, so what was that rhyme you always used to say? And he says, well, it wasn't Almighty that lifted her nighty, it was Roger the Dodger the sod. So, typical Grandad. So I don't know if that's got some kind of ecclesiastic sort of link in there, mate. And another one that he always used to sing when he'd just be going around the house whistling away, and all of a sudden he'd just start doing this funny dance, wiggling his bum and shaking his hands, and he'd go, I once put my finger up a woodpecker's hole, and the woodpecker said, God bless my soul. So, where the fuck he got these things from, God knows.
Oh, mate, I don't know.
Oh, dear.
Somewhere.
And I don't know if you remember that other thing he said. He said, have you heard that joke about Sadie? And I was like, what? Yeah, Sadie. So she was in class, right? And the teacher asked the class what they'd like to do in the future. And Sadie, this little girl, Sadie, put her hand up and said, oh, not that. Fuck, Oh, salami. Sorry. Sadie put her hand up and said, well, my name is Sadie, and when I'm a lady, I'd like to have a baby. And then another lad in the class put his hand up, and the teacher said, yeah, you go on then. And he says, well, my name is Sam, and when I'm a man, I'd like to help Sadie make her baby. Just one of... Oh, dear, mate. Just one more before I forget. This is quite rude. Nan would fucking go ape when she'd hear Grandad come out with these jokes. He went, what do you call a prostitute with no arms or no legs?
No idea.
Cash and carry. Oh dear, mate. Right,
yes.
here we go. First shout out, mate, is to the legendary Texan. That is Boomhauer. So, one thing you
Yep.
highlighted after our last episode was he said, how our team seems to have learned how to grind out a win. So that was
Yep.
with reference to Brighton, sorry. And,
Yep.
we're definitely the comeback kings. And he also mentioned how Roger the Dodger over in his part of the world was the nickname of one of the best, I think it was a quarterback for the Dallas Cowboys called Roger Staubach. And he said he was
Yep.
like a cat on hot coals. So he did recommend some of his videos. And on Sunday, well, this was yesterday, I sat down in the morning and I was watching some of his stuff, mate, on YouTube. Fucking mint. And
Right.
I really enjoyed this
Really.
like mini documentary about him. It was
Yep.
literally in his latter years, and how he helped the Cowboys just come back from nothing. And his throwing distribution was bloody mint, mate. It was like Lindelof the other night, right? When he passed the ball straight over to Rashford. Sick
Yep.
control, bang, goal, Absolutely
Yep.
brilliant, mate.
Definitely.
So check him out. That's Roger Staubach, but it's spelled Staubach. Right? It must be some kind of
Right.
Germanic surname. But
Yep.
mint, mate. And then another shout out goes to Diego Forlana. So he made reference to your belch and fart combo after I immediately said, I shall be very courteous and let you begin. So, mate, your fucking guts were rotten the other day, mate. You're on form.
They were, mate.
And
Yeah, that was horrendous.
good old good old Steve 79 highlighting the good mood continues. And
Yep.
fucking hell, I mean, the mood's fucking, absolutely fucking brilliant at the minute. And then
Yes,
a couple of
definitely.
shout outs to two of my colleagues, Irish Damien, Damo, fucking legend, mate. So he loved some of the fighting techniques by the big red bus when the hydraulics puff. And that's one rip. And mate, this bloke does the best Boise laugh ever, mate. Well, obviously not as good as Boise, but fucking amazing. So on a
Yeah.
Friday afternoon, his lunch break coincides with mine, and we're just there having a right old chuckle, mate. Absolutely brilliant. And
Nice.
another colleague, shout out to another colleague, Davey Boy G, mate. This bloke is an absolute legend, and he was actually a sports scientist working in the sports science department for Real Madrid, and he couldn't stand the bastard,
Right.
so he left the job, and he's ended up working with me. So good choice, mate, working with the spanner. And so we were talking about
Definite
how I
improvement.
have a problem where, defo, mate, I have a problem where I don't sweat. You know me, mate. Well, he was saying how he sweats a lot. And a couple of years back, said he was sweating like a pig making love to his ex-girlfriend. And he literally drenched his bird in bed after a good session. So I thought, mate, you need to buy yourself a man-sized condom. So, oh, mate, think about that. Are you still sweating like you used to, mate?
Not as much, but it's still there. I haven't left my roots. I'm still a good sweaty mess.
Okay. Yeah, mate, you could make a fucking bit of a kitchen roll dissolve in seconds.
Especially in the summer. The island humidity.
Oh, mate. Costa del Colchester.
Definitely. But the thing is, when I come over to Spain, I was all right because it wasn't so humid. It was still like proper hot, but I wasn't like pissing off my forehead. You know what I mean?
Dickhead. Sorry. No, mate, it's because, obviously where we are, it's mountainous. We're a good sort of 900 meters above sea level. and we're
Yeah.
inland, and there's low humidity, and it's dry as anything. And if we see a bit of rain, it's a bit of a miracle. And when it does rain, it fucking pisses it down. But apart from that,
Yeah.
But anyway, leaving the rain and the foreheads pissing, we've got some more shout. So in the last episode, we did Brighton seaside puns. So we've got a few. From
Yeah.
Will Hudson, instead of Ashley Neal, he said Ashley Seal. So thought that was good, mate. And Jan Muller, I believe this bloke's a new listener, so welcome aboard, mate. He said Graham Potter's
Definitely.
Beach, New York. So that was
Right.
brilliant, mate. That was clever. And Tommy Worrell, absolute fucking legend, the Mancunian himself, he says Ben Whitecliffs of Dover. So, and the one and only Santa Notch, my fucking idol, he comes up with for Dan Byrne, total mashup, get ready, tan burnt to a crisp. So, like your nipples, mate, down in Yuki.
Yes, mate.
Crispy. You literally peeled
Crispy
off
chili
your tits, mate, when you got sunburn. Chili beef. And he got another one for us. He says there's a bit of a mix of Glenn Murray and Andy Murray's mum, and that'd be Glenn Punch and Judy Murray. and and then we got one for the legendary Adam Shaggam, that is you, mate. That you were the inspiration for this one. So we got Adam Webster, Adam West,
Yes.
Mersey Beach Huts.
I was impressed with that one.
Mate, that is fucking mint
Yeah.
as. Oh, that
Yeah.
I
No,
would like to know if Santa Notch has been to Mersey, but mate, that is class.
maybe.
And isn't your brother-in-law's Adam West as well, if I'm not mistaken?
Yes, that is correct. Batman. I'm
Respect, mate.
Batman. I'm Batman.
Okay. So, oh yes, mate, the original Batman we used to watch on black and white on Dan and Granda's black and white TV. That was brilliant.
Yes, mate.
Makes you feel fucking ancient. So, for
Definitely.
some reason, Santa Notch couldn't comment on our last episode, so I had to communicate to him through 2 episodes ago. So I'm just praying that
Yeah.
YouTube will never ever classify the Notchster as a spammer. So
Yes.
he can be, if he wants to be a spanner like me, that fucking brilliant, mate. But I'm just hoping that he's not going to get blocked. So anyway, fashion puns, mate. Oh no! Hold the phone, fucking hell, Notchster, your horn on the last Paddock Max Day video was fucking brilliant. I was pissing myself.
Uh-huh.
Asthma pump time. So
It's like Krusty the Clown.
bring on the fashion puns. Oh, it's so good, mate. Oh, mate, I need to get one. Fucking hell. All right. Fashion puns for Spurs past and present players and co.
Yes,
So
mate.
I shall let you begin, as you are the elder by only 5 days.
Yes. Right. Okay, bear with me. Well, to be honest, most of mine aren't actually fashion related. I wait. I'm not going to lie. None of mine are fashion related, actually.
Okay.
I've got a mixture. I've got a full-on mashup tonight of all sorts. I've got food,
Okay.
alcohol.
No, you go for it.
Yeah, right. Okay, so my first one is alcohol related. A former defender of Spurs, Ben Thatcher, turns into Ben Thatcher's
Yeah.
cider.
Oh, delicious, mate. I love a bit of Thatcher's.
Yes.
Oh, all right. Um, Going on the old-fashioned puns, we got for the
Yeah.
chairman, Daniel Levi's jeans.
Standard. Right. My next one. Michael Dawson is Michael Dawson's Creek TV
Yeah.
program.
Nice. Okay,
One for the females.
I've got. Oh, yes. So obviously, you know that when you're in the fashion industry, well, I don't know if you know this, but you should know this. When in the fashion industry, you know all the models like they get fucking wrecked on coke, yeah,
Right. Yeah.
and drugs and stuff. So we've got Harry Cocaine.
Nice.
Okay,
Right.
hit me, mate.
My next one is another beverage. Would be their former goalkeeper Paul Robinson. Paul Robinson's fruit squash.
Oh, brilliant, mate. That reminds me of
Nice.
Wimbledon. Oh,
Yeah.
brilliant.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It does.
Come on, fucking Tim Henman. Let's have another round of fucking E numbers. Okay, right. Think about how Jose Mourinho's name's spelled. All right. So his first name, Jose, has got the
Yep.
old Jose. Yeah. So instead of
Yep.
Jose, we've got, which could a typical English person that doesn't know foreign names would probably just say Joe's or something. So instead of Jose,
Yep.
we've got Overdose Mourinho. So it's not uncommon to hear, you know, fashion models doing a fucking overdose.
Exactly. Which follows on from your last pun.
Very
So that was
true,
quite smart.
indeed.
Right, my next one.
Oh, spicy.
You should like this one.
Yes, mate.
I think he was a youth player. He ended up playing for Col United.
Uh,
He's,
okay.
he was a right wing back. His name was Phil Eiffel. So he's now going to be Phil
Okay.
Eiffel 65.
Following the strip of the U's, he was literally blue dabba dee dabba die. Fucking hell, mate, they're going to get relegated out of the fucking football league if
Mate,
they're not careful.
it's gonna happen, bro. Honestly, it's gonna happen. It's not good. It's not good.
It's between them and Southend. So which local
Yeah,
Essex
pretty
team is
much.
going to go down
You know,
in the
well,
ditches, mate?
is it the bottom two in League Two that go down, or is it the bottom three?
No, it's the bottom two, mate. So it's
Bottom
Grimsby.
two. Yep.
Fucking Brothers Grimsby, mate. What a film.
That's it.
Blowing
Yeah.
up
See,
their
either us
arseholes.
or the scummers. So yeah,
Yes, mate.
not good.
Okay. So, no, just for the listeners' knowledge, you know, we've got an affliction with, you know, the local team. You know, when we were kids, we used to like watching a bit of grass football and stuff because obviously didn't have much money and, you know, to watch a local football match, we'd be happy to
Yeah.
pay, what, £5 was it to get into the stadium, into the cattle shed. So, yeah, that was
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah.
But
It was,
obviously, Man United was our dream team.
of
But you
course.
know, we did appreciate the lower leagues as well. And then anyway, we've got
Yeah.
instead of Steve Perryman, we've got Steve Burberry Man. The ultimate chav. Oh.
Nice.
Mate, I got
Got a bit
detention
of
at
birds.
school. I got detention at school years back. Our IT teacher couldn't pronounce the letter R. It's a bit like hurricane. And
Right.
I was like, "Sir, I like your shirt. What is it?" And I said, "Is it Burberry?" He said, "Right, get out." I fucking got detention.
Yes.
Fucking bastard I
Oh,
was. Dear, oh dear. Okay,
right.
hit me.
Okay. My next one, still music related. Danny Murphy
Okay.
is now known as Danny Dropkick Murphys.
Oh, I fucking love it, mate. Oh, what's that famous song called? Something Boston. Oh, help me out here, mate.
Oh,
Fucking brain
oh,
freeze.
you're putting me on the
Oh,
fucking
brain
spot
fart
here.
moment. Oh, dear, oh dear.
No,
My
yeah.
fucking Irish colleague tomorrow's going to be slapping me in the balls for not remembering that. Fucking hell. Apologies, listeners. That's what you get for listening to two bloody inbreds. So, now obviously, the fashion scenes need music for the catwalks and whatnot. So, we do appreciate a bit of music there, mate. Now, the next
Yep.
one for Scott Parker, we've got Scott Parker jacket.
Nice. I did use Scott Parker, but I went through the the finer things in life of Scott Parker pen.
Mate, your dad's obsession with his fucking Parker pen. Don't go using my pen, you'll fuck up the nib. The only fucking
Yeah,
man that I know that is fucking obsessed with his pristinely kept Parker pen. Have you washed your hands?
Parker
Are
pen.
they greasy? Okay, mate. Here we go. We've got a bit of
Right.
a fashion fail now. So instead of Eric Lamella, we've got
Yeah.
Eric Camella Toe.
Nice. Right. My next one.
Right up in the clunge.
They had a player called, is it Pascal Chimbonda? Is it?
Yeah, that's the one, mate.
Yeah. Right. He's now going to be known as Pascal Chimichanga.
Don't know what the fuck that refers to. Oh dear, that is brilliant. Oh, okay. We've got we've
Chimichanga
got
is
another
a
fashion
Mexican
fail.
dish.
I didn't know that, mate. Oh,
I
brilliant.
believe.
So we've got menu of the week. Sorry.
The complete burger.
We've got. All right, here we go. Instead of Paul Gascoigne, we've
Yep.
got Nipple Slip Gascoigne.
Nice.
Oh dear, Janet Jackson.
Right. Keeping on the food, terms. I believe it was a midfield called Steed Mel Bronk, was it?
That's the one, yeah.
Yeah.
The
Well,
Frenchman.
he's now Steed Mel Bramflakes.
What the fuck? Oh, that is so fucking mashed up, mate. Oh god. All right, I've got one for you.
Yeah.
We've got, instead of Teddy Sheringham, we've got
Yep.
Teddy Baker Sheringham. Wait, 40 break.
Right. Here we go. Right. Keeping it on the food.
Hold on,
The
wait,
food.
hold the phone. Hold
Yeah.
on, mate. Hold the phone. Sorry, beg your pardon, mate. So Damien, when
Yeah.
every time we fart, we just
Yeah.
literally say Ford Capri, like literally fucking Rodney Trotter's Ford Capri backfiring. Sorry. Food pun, mate. What you got?
Right, my next one.
It's not like they don't eat these fucking models.
Oh, this is it. Yeah, this one's a local cuisine. Former left back Danny Rose kebabs.
Oh yes, mate. By Wimpole Road, wasn't it?
It was.
Mate, I didn't like them kebabs. I thought the meat, fucking the doner meat, was like eating a fucking shredded leather belt.
Yeah,
Nasty, very very nasty stuff.
horrendous.
And mate, their mystery sauce was fucking wrong, mate. Anyway, we got an easy one. Instead of Hugo Lloris, we got Hugo Boss Lloris.
Nice. Right. Again, keeping it food. You can see where I'm going with this.
Yes, mate.
Right.
Yeah.
Former striker Fraser Campbell's meatballs.
Oh, nice, mate. Oh, talking about that, I've actually got Soul Naomi Campbell.
Nice, well done. Right. This
So,
one, I've
next
gone away
one.
from the food, and I've gone towards cosmetics. So that could be fashion related, sort of keep their skin looking good.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, of course, mate. Very important.
Right. Remember Ida Gudjonsson?
Yes, mate. Of course.
Right.
But did he play for Spurs?
Yeah. He played. He moved from Bolton, I believe.
Was it? I thought it was
Yeah.
Bolton straight to Chelsea and then Chelsea to Barcelona.
No,
Fucking
he
hell, oh,
played.
mate.
He only played maybe a season. But yeah, anyway,
Okay.
he's going
Yes,
forward.
mate.
He's now going to be known as Ida Gudjonsson and Gudjonsson and Johnson. Johnson and Johnson.
Johnson and Johnson. Oh, no more tears. Then we
Fucking
got
acid.
okay, mate. For the impoverished, mate. Most of my clothes come from there. Actually, instead of Mark Bowen, we've got Primark Bowen.
Nice. Right. This one is
Oh dear.
my next one is remember Giovanni Dos Santos?
Yes, of course.
Right. He's Giovanni Grand Theft Auto Los Santos. Quality game.
Oh mate, I thought it was good, mate. He was
Yeah.
unlucky not to get more game time at Tottenham because
Yeah.
he started off as a sort of a prodigy at Barcelona. Then for
Yeah.
whatever happened, maybe a managerial change or whatever, he didn't get a run of games. Same thing
No.
happened at Spurs, and then he became a really good player in the MLS. So yeah,
Yeah.
pretty good. Right, ready for this one? Instead of Matt Doherty, we've got
Yep.
Matalan Doherty.
Nice.
Which reminds me, hold the phone, it reminds me of this fucking random football match I went to years ago against Crystal Palace. And they had that goalkeeper called Speroni that always used to
Yes.
wear these jogging bottoms. Do you remember him? And
Yeah.
I remember half the stadium just singing, "Tracksuit from Matalan, tracksuit from Matalan."
Nice.
Oh mate, I was pissed on 3 pints back then. I was fucking laughing my head off. Absolutely brilliant. All right, I've only got two more left. What you got?
Same here. Same here. Two more left. Right. My next one is technology related. Christian Eriksen is
Okay, you need cameras.
Christian Sony Ericsson.
Brilliant, mate. Oh, lovely. Now we've got, instead of Jedson Carvalho. Sorry, I've got to say this properly. All right, I'm going to say it with an English accent. So we've got Jedson Carvalho Hernandez. Oh fucking! I'll
Yeah.
fuck it up again. Jesus Christ! I'm gonna have a swig of my beer. Third time lucky.
Yeah. Go for it.
Here we go. It's like my dad's when he says, "What's the problem? Are you dyslexic?" So, mate, yesterday I was fucking absolutely
Oh
having
yeah.
shitloads of typos, right, in the live chat in the paddock sort of post-match video.
Yeah.
Speaking with Santa Notch, and I was just making so many spelling mistakes, which isn't good being an English teacher. But I said to him, so I don't know why I'm making all these typo mistakes. I've only been, as in spelt like baked bean. I've only been drinking beers instead of beers. bit, bit of
Breathing or what the fuck?
So I think he's used to me. That fucking weirdo in the live chats again. Oh no, it's all for shit, all for shits and giggles, as you say.
Definitely.
So here we go. Third time
Yep.
lucky. Instead of Jedson Carvalho Fernandez, I put Jedson Carvalho Spandex.
Got a bit of spandex. Right. My
Camel toe.
moose knuckle.
Fucking hell, I nearly sprayed my fucking beer up the extractor fan in the kitchen.
Right, my final one is I'm
Yes,
going
mate.
food related again. From now on, he is Victor Wagamama instead of Victor. What's his surname? I can't even remember
Wanyama.
his. That's it. Wagamama. Wagamama.
Yeah, oh dear, mate. You know I've never been to that establishment. I
Nor have I.
feel like I'm
Nor have
fucking thousands of miles away. Dear, oh
I.
dear. Hasn't it gone bust? What? Ford Capri.
Yeah. I don't know, mate. To be honest with you, I don't know.
Okay, right. My very last one. Brace yourself.
Yep.
So when fucking Gareth Bale came on the pitch, right? I
Yep.
thought, what the fuck? I literally thought, can I another Picardy and Coke, please, my fan away? So this was an abs. I thought, mate, ready. Fucking hell, that hair. What's he done with his hair?
Mate.
So it's kind of fashion related.
Yep.
So I've come up with this pun. Instead of Gareth Bale, we got Gareth Bale's butt plug.
Yes. Definitely.
Dear, oh dear. Okay, right. Before we talk about, a few little bits about football, I've got to say, right, so, in the Granada match the other day, there was this naked bloke running around on the pitch, rolling around without his balls
Yes.
being manscaped by the lawnmower 3.0. He's a fucking celebrity, mate. This bloke, right, he's been kind of arrested but managed to, like, get away with shit for some reason. There's some weird, like, nudism laws over in this part of the world. So he got
Right.
caught. He climbed up the fucking wall of the cathedral in the city centre,
Yeah.
and he couldn't get down. So the fucking fire brigade had to help him down, and it was fucking freezing. Because well, I say freezing, but
Yeah. I know
not
what you mean.
UK freezing, but still cold.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
another time, the bloke went for where your hotel was when we got married in the
Yeah.
city centre. There was this big fountain in the city centre, right? Well,
Yeah.
this winter. He went for a fucking bath in the fountain.
Oh, you gone, mate.
God knows. No, saying
Oh,
the bloke, the fucking prick, he went for a bath in the fountain.
nice. Cool you down, wouldn't it? Dip your testicles,
Yeah, I
cool you
know.
down.
And then I actually he he ended up on the fucking ski slopes naked this winter in the Sierra Nevada, as you do.
Oh, mate,
And
brilliant.
then this was about 3 weeks back. I actually saw him by my son. When I was like leaving school with my son in the
Yeah.
afternoon, and he was just there walking by with all the little kids. Could see him naked. I thought that was a bit fucking weird as anything. But
Oh dear.
14 hours
And
in the stadium.
yeah,
I tried. I had a good walk around the stadium, thinking, how the fuck can I get in? Absolutely
yeah,
impossible. There was barbed wire. There was fucking security guards. There was police patrolling up and down as you do.
yeah.
So I reckon someone let him in
Got to have
for
done.
shits and giggles, mate.
Definitely.
So I'm going to ask you, mate.
Yeah,
We're positive, and I want to hear some of your positive memories about yesterday, mate.
yeah. The fact that VAR tried to fuck us over, but then we got the better of
Yep.
it. Because that was
Yes, we
just
fucked them
an
over in the end.
absolute royal piss take. That VAR. I'm sorry.
It
That has
was.
just made them. That even the guys who were analysing the game afterwards were like, if that's a foul, we all need to pack up and go home because that's just ridiculous.
I mean, how can a fucking little finger flick hurt you and then
Yeah.
you need 10 men to pick you up? I'll tell you what hurt, mate. It was when we were kids and you did a fucking sharpshooter on me. You were sort of like trying to snap my spine, and at the same time, you just fucking let off the worst fart on my head. That was
Brilliant.
both fucking physical and emotional pain. So write that down, son and Mourinho, bloody bastards.
Yeah, exactly, mate. It's horrendous. It's just like
It was.
and the fact that they even ruled the goal off because of that a so-called foul.
Yeah,
It winds me up, and then Son
yeah,
goes
it
and
does, mate.
scores the other end. I'm just like, mate, you're taking the piss.
I know he does. Full on.
I don't know.
And then he cried
Yeah,
his eyes out after the match, which was brilliant. So, karma, mate.
yeah,
And what do you make
exactly.
of Pogba's street football yesterday?
All in all, he played all right. Um,
Yeah, he did.
he was trying to be a bit like flashy, and he could have got on the score sheet himself if he'd have just stopped trying to play a bit of FIFA Street.
Yeah, but I'll tell you something, I've criticised him in the past, but I thought that style of play yesterday was absolutely spot on to piss off Mourinho
Yeah,
even more. Because, they didn't get on well.
definitely.
So I thought that was fucking brilliant. I enjoyed that.
Yeah,
And Hendo,
I
mate,
agree with
Hendo
you.
God.
Yes.
What do you make of Hendo?
Yeah, he pulled off some good saves. I think Ollie's finally um, come to the decision that he's going to be our league number one. I think. I don't know.
Yes, mate.
I hope so
And
because he
then
deserves
and then
it.
you've also got Hendo running out, commanding this area, belting the balls, good
Yep,
distributions up the pitch. That was lovely to see.
it was. Yeah, and he,
Pass.
he was just booting the ball up, clearing his line, and yeah, way forward, mate.
Defo. And what do you make of Pass to Fred getting on the score sheet?
Getting on, getting on the score sheet. Well, I was impressed because that's only his second ever goal, isn't it? I believe.
Yes, mate. And
So
what do you make of Joe Smith's reaction on the watch along yesterday, on the paddock watch along?
oh mate, that was an amazing reaction. What was it he said? He goes, "Oh, God, come on, Fred, you bastard!" Yes, 100%.
Yes.
You know, I
Yeah,
don't
it's
think
very
anybody
good.
expected him to
And I've got
score.
to say, mate, no, I mean, I'm happy for him. I mean, so many people, he's a scapegoat. He's the ultimate scapegoat at the minute. And
Yeah,
I'm happy for him because I think, sadly, he's got a huge price tag. He was labelled fraud under the Mourinho days, and Mourinho overlooked him. And I'd honestly think that he's improved under Ollie's tutelage. And he works well if
oh yeah,
Ollie wants there to be fast transitions, with 2-3 touch football. And
yep,
I'm happy for him. It's shocking, it's shooting
yep,
shocking, but you got to have some banter
yeah,
players, and he gets stuck in. So well
yep.
played, Fredo. Before we breathe.
Oh,
And the
and
Klinsmann dive
Cavani,
header, mate. How?
mate.
Yes, mate. Cavani's Klinsmann dive and heading the ball, El Matador, bottom corner,
Yes,
class.
mate. He was world class yesterday. Whatever way you look at it, if we can get another 3 or 4 games of him doing that, I think that will help us no end. I think I will come out and say now that I'd be disappointed if he moves in the summer, if he leaves the club, because
Well,
he's still got something to offer.
I can't see Haaland leaving. Yeah, totally, mate. Also with his presence in
Yeah,
training as well.
yeah,
He's a person that demands a lot, which is great. And a couple of
yeah,
episodes ago, or I think it was last episode, I said that after Greenwood's goal, he'd activated superstar mode, super sub off the
yep,
bench, and we got that, mate. Assist and a fucking
bang,
beautiful banger of a
yep,
goal.
yep, definitely.
So I'm really
I think
happy. So,
I
mate,
think
let me just say
you were saying,
we've hit the 42-minute mark.
yep,
So I want you to give me a couple more points before we wrap it up, okay?
yeah. I just think overall the team worked very well together. The heads didn't, because basically when you go 1-0 down to a Mourinho team, you're going to be up against it
Yeah,
because he's going to park the bus. And I think because
definitely.
some of the players in the United team worked with Mourinho, well, the majority of them,
Yeah,
they knew full well that
yeah,
they were going to park the bus, and we had to really press them. And I think that proved, if it had been any other team against Spurs yesterday, Spurs would have won 1-0. But I think because of the fact that we know what Mourinho's about now,
yes,
and
mate.
parking the bus, I think we managed to work our way around that.
Defo. I mean, he was up for a draw. We were up for a win. We were up for vengeance, and we got it. So sweet, mate.
Yes,
Right.
definitely.
Can I get your final words?
Yeah, I just hope we see some youth players against Granada on Thursday.
Yes, mate.
And yeah, I'm pretty happy at the moment. So it's over and out from me, mate.
Sweet stuff. All right. And over and out from me, and I'll speak to you later, you chronic fucking masturbators. That stop button.